Edge at 11 starts now.
Tonight on The Edge, destructive storms have left Metro Detroit after rolling through earlier this evening, bringing plenty of rain, damage, even a tornado. Our Fox 2 Skycam showing the moment those storms arrived in Southfield. And since then, things luckily have calmed down with just some lingering showers here and there.
That's the good news. Weather Authority Rich Luderman has been tracking the radar all night long. And Rich, good news is it kind of went away without a lot of bang.
That's right. We didn't see a lot of widespread damage, just in spots. Power outages from DTE, about 10,000. So we've seen numbers way more than that, indicative of those widespread heavy winds. You can see, though, this line of storms did form out south of Chicago earlier today, and then it trekked off to the east. Notice where that line of storms is right now, closer to Erie, PA, approaching Pittsburgh, down into West Virginia and Kentucky. But it did come through with a bang this evening. We did see 3 rounds of storms this morning, early this afternoon, and then the strongest came through early this evening. There they are, and there they go. Still some showers and a few rumbles on the backside, but the threat for severe weather has ended. Yes, there was a weak tornado today around Fraser, close to 1 o'clock. Also, some parts of Macomb County had better than 4 inches of rain, but it was much needed rain for a lot of us. It's been dry for the last couple of weeks. Check out Sky Tracker right now. No thunder being observed, but still some showers close to the zoo. Also on the east side, St. Clair Shores and the Grosse Points. A few showers there north of Howell. How about the numbers today? 84 on the high side, 67 the low. Look at the rainfall total, just less than an inch of rain at Metro Airport, but some spots picked up way more than that. The humidity remains, but the heat has been knocked down a couple of notches. Earlier today, a lot of us were in the low to mid 80s. That's not the case right now. There's that breeze, pretty light from the south. It'll turn more westerly before sunrise as somewhat cooler air comes our way for tomorrow. 68 Chicago, 63 in Marquette, still 71 in Cincy, 76 degrees down in Pittsburgh. Here's our low pressure. There it is, and there it goes. But on the backside, still a couple of possibilities for showers tomorrow. Most of the time it will be rain-free, and then we have a big warm-up coming, not for Thursday or Friday, but for the weekend and beyond. There's some hot stuff in the 7-day forecast. For the rest of tonight, any lingering showers and storms will be ending quickly, down to 67. Tomorrow is a different kind of day, mostly cloudy, less humid, less heat. Still shower chances for your Thursday, and then how about this, 91 Saturday, Sunday and Monday, middle 90s. We officially start summer late Friday evening with the summer solstice, and it is going to feel hot. Remember, always get the latest forecast. Check it out, the Fox 2 Weather app. You can download it for free anytime, including right now in the App Store or in Google Play. Root Taryn, over to you.
Well, tonight, folks in Macomb County are cleaning up after a confirmed tornado touched down earlier today.
The affected area was then pummeled hours later by another round of storms. Fox 2's Lauren Edwards joins us live with more from Fraser. And Lauren, that really was kind of the epicenter of today's movement in that storm.
Yeah, absolutely. It was only about a minute ago. There was no rain. It just started raining a few seconds ago, but I can tell you, I think I hit the jackpot. I'm still on Vista Way Street, and there are 6 DTE trucks around here working to restore some much needed power.
The alert around 1:30 that there's a tornado, and then next moment we lived it.
A tree falling in Gaetano Rizzo's home is not how he expected his Wednesday to turn out.
Me and my girlfriend, we took a weekend vacation up north in Charlevoix area. Came home, decided I wanted to nap after 5 hours of driving, and she woke me up, so let's go to the basement. I said, why? And I looked outside, and the sky was going sideways.
Sideways, upside down, and right side up. The National Weather Service confirming a tornado touchdown in Fraser around 1 p.m.
Then we found out that the tree crushed our sunroom, probably some of our house. I don't know yet.
And I saw down there that the playscape or whatever, the trampolines are wrapped around the pole. I was like, oh my God, I hope everybody's okay.
Brad Hopp of Premier Roofing Renovation says as soon as he got word of a tornado, he immediately went to one of the hardest hit areas, Vista Way Street and Adolph Avenue, and quickly got on people's roofs.
They're disastrous. One down the street had the whole top ripped off. And so we went and got all new plywood, all new decking, and we tarped it off until we can get the insurance to cover it.
It happens every time it rains really hard, but this is actually the worst it's been in a long time.
The damage popping up all over Macomb County, including at Willow Point and Harrison Township. Christina Bandy was trying to get home, but she couldn't.
It's never flooded in my driveway, and I live right behind here. and it's actually halfway up my driveway.
Some folks say they're without power, but DTE was on site. Many say they're grateful things weren't worse.
Nobody got hurt, so we were all in the right places at the right time. So what can you do?
Last time I checked the DTE power outage map, 16,000 homes in the Metro Detroit area had been impacted, including 1,000 here in the Fraser area. But again, DTE is out here and they're working to restore power. Reporting live in Fraser, Lauren Edwards, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, all evening long we've been talking to you about whether or not it was a tornado, and then we find out that it was a confirmed tornado. To the person whose house was damaged, whose sunroom was destroyed, whether it was a tornado or straight line winds or just really bad weather, it was a bad day.
It was, again, all around a bad day. I don't think anybody expected this. We went to certain areas where it was flooded up to the knee. So a lot of extensive damage, but I think there's just a good sign, a silver lining that DT is out here and a lot of those floodwaters have subsided.
And we're glad that nobody was hurt also. Lauren Edwards was with some good reporting here tonight. Thank you. Today's storms causing chaos at Detroit Metro Airport.
Yes, between storms earlier today and this evening, more than 400 flights were either delayed, about 30 more were canceled. And Fox 2's Dave Kinchin joining us live from DTW. And Dave, have things resumed, getting back to normal now, or are we still dealing with delays?
Still dealing with delays right now. We're seeing a new rush of people coming in, only to find that their flights are delayed. We'll show you the big board right here. Lots of delays and some cancellations. Flights out to Cincinnati and Charlotte, North Carolina, canceled. Philadelphia, my second hometown, flight there canceled. What we could tell you is that a lot of these delays have ranged from about 45 minutes to 52 minutes actually for arrivals. Those are delayed about 52 minutes, and then departures really delayed up to 1 hour and 26 minutes. But I tell you, if it's not airplanes and trying to get in or out of town and being affected by the weather, it's the damage that took place during the first round of storms earlier today. Before tonight here at the airport, we were doing site surveys around town and found some damage in Detroit. Take a look. When that first round of storms barreled on through Metro Detroit, a lot went down, literally. Like these trees on St. Louis Street, just off East Davison in Detroit near the Hamtramck border.
I was in the house getting ready to go to therapy, and I heard a loud boom.
Rosemary Mitchell found herself in shock.
My whole house shook, so I didn't know what it was. I came out here, all this was down here.
She's waiting on some friends to help clear the brush while searching for a long-term solution to the repeated problems with the trees. These
trees is old. I don't replace so many windows on my car. So many. You know, just got to pray and, and let God do his thing. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
And there was a stoppage earlier, meaning flights that were set to come into Detroit Metro Airport had to stay where they were for quite some time, but that's been lifted. That was lifted around 10:45 tonight, so a little bit of time ago. Reporting live at Detroit Metro, Dave Kinchin on the Edge.
Yeah, certainly if you had a flight tonight, you wouldn't want to be on the plane in sort of these storms that pass through. But what about those delays? Are you told, expected to resume and become normal by tomorrow morning, or how long is it going to take?
Yeah, it seems like probably within the next few hours is what we're hearing, that most could be resolved, but it depends on maybe if there's any storm activity and other ways, particularly for departures. But it seems like in the next few hours, a lot of this should hopefully be cleared up.
All right, thanks so much, Dave, for that update.
Developing news tonight, a well-known news reporter and anchor here in Detroit being investigated for possible sexual misconduct.
Police executed a search warrant at the home of WDIV's Hank Winchester. Fox News' Jessica Dubneck has been looking into these accusations and has more for us tonight.
Winchester, best known for his Help Me Hank segments on Local 4, is being investigated now. Sources say the alleged accusations against him stem from unwanted sexual advances he made against a man during a massage. Beverly Hills PD, with the help of the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, executed a search warrant at Winchester's Beverly Hills home last Friday. Electronics were seized from the house. The search warrant that was approved by a judge came after a man reported to police that Winchester allegedly made unwanted sexual advances towards him during a massage. Sources say Winchester is currently studying massage therapy. The station confirming for us tonight that, quote, "We are aware of an external investigation involving Hank Winchester. Currently, he is on administrative leave. To respect his privacy, there is no further comment at this time. His attorney, Todd Flood, said in a statement, Hank has spent decades bringing truth to our community and fighting for our citizens. Because he holds a high-profile position in our community, that can at times generate false accusations. This investigation will end where it began, nowhere. Winchester is WDIV's consumer investigative reporter. He's been with the station for 24 years. Again, no charges have been issued here, and in fact, a warrant request for charges has not been sent to the prosecutor's office at this point. The investigation is ongoing. Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Well, in other news tonight, 2 Macomb County men are facing felony charges accused of selling drugs out of 2 hookah shops. Alante Williamson from Clinton Township and Shannon Young from East Point facing a judge today. The 2 were arrested on Monday after police executed search warrants at Area 51 Hookah and Tobacco in Mount Clemens and Clinton Township. Authorities seized 10 pounds of marijuana, 600 grams of mushrooms, as well as weapons, and about $23,000 in cash. Both Williamson and Young are out on bond.
A Macomb County man who broke into rapper Eminem's home and threatened to kill him will spend at least 18 years behind bars. Matthew Hughes was sentenced Tuesday after being found guilty of home invasion and stalking. The incident happened back in 2020 at Eminem's Clinton Township home. According to police, Hughes told the rapper he was there to kill him before he was escorted out. He was spotted on the property again in 2024. Hughes was sentenced to serve 15 to 30 years for the home invasion charge and another 3 to 7 for aggravated stalking.